Have you ever had a negative thought pop in your mind? We all have negative thoughts during the course of our day and in certain seasons of our life that just seem to pop up in thought. And what do we do with that thought? See, if we give way to that one negative thought, it turns into two. Two turns into three. The next thing you know it is we're bombarded with negative thoughts and a downward hill spiral begins to occur in our life. And all of a sudden, a negative thought can turn into a bad moment, can turn into a bad day. If we're not careful, a bad day can turn into a bad year, and before long, my life was just, it was horrible with all the stuff that happened. So the importance of what do we do with a negative thought? Because many of you that know me, I'm very positive in nature. I'm all about gratitude, thankfulness, living a life of just a different perspective. You know, one that's filled with abundance in a very holistic sense. But we're human. We're going to have thoughts that creep in or come about that can surprise us during the course of the day. We've got to first understand and have an awareness that we will be hit with a negative thought or two at times. So what are those negative thoughts? I want to be very practical with you. What are those negative thoughts that consistently come up in your life? Would you be able to write them down on a piece of paper? Maybe 2, 3, maybe 5. That if you're not careful, you could start easily going down that downward hill spiral. So what would they be like for you? Once you begin to bring awareness to it, once that thought comes in, what do you do with it? You know, again, if we don't know what it is or that we're being bombarded, it's easy to go down in that spiral. But if we have an awareness of what those thoughts are, that's the first step. The second step is, what are we going to do about them? What I've found to be most effective when I'm hit with a negative thought that kind of blindsides me, but I've heard it before. We've got to give ourselves self-talk. You know, we've got to replace that negative thought with at least 3 positive thoughts. So for instance, I'll be really honest with you. For me, I'm engaged with a lot of different things in my life. You know, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, a Business Vision Network, I have my own consulting company, I do a lot of speaking. So I'm hit with in a great way, a lot of opportunity comes my way. Hey, Rob, would you engage in this new business venture? Hey, how about this speaking engagement here with this business? And for me, if I feel all charged up about it, like it's in alignment with my values, it seems like a great opportunity, you know, in the midst of that opportunity, I can hear the negative that can come at times is, hey, I don't know if you should engage in that because, you know what, you're engaged in enough already. You shouldn't even think about that. Matter of fact, if you engage in it, the rest of your life's going to just, you know, you're going to be imbalanced and not even worth pursuing. Well, that's some trash talk in my own mind, negative thought that can come about occasionally. So I know that about myself. I have awareness. Now, what do I do with it? You know, a couple things. One, once that awareness is there, I say, hey, no, I need to be reminded. I'm one that lives a life of great balance. I'm one that is an entrepreneur, that invites great opportunity that's in alignment with my core values. So I need to be reminded that this potentially could be a wonderful opportunity for me. So that practical guidance for me, having awareness, and then secondly, when that negative thought or that trash talk keeps coming my way, you know, I want to replace it with at least 3 positive things about understanding who I am and what I'm called to in life. Then, you know what? Maybe there's some good things to that negative thought at the same time. Maybe I do need to run that thought across some good friends of mine. You know, say, hey, I want to let you know, in this season of my life, I'm engaged in this, this, and this. You know, is there a little bit of truth to that maybe? Even though I think it's negative in nature and I was kind of bombarded and it's kind of trash talk, but at the end of the day, I think it's a great opportunity and run it across some people and some friends and some colleagues that know me best, that know I'm a person of great balance, know I'm a person of great opportunity when it comes about. And hey, does this make sense to you? Do you think if I pursue this opportunity, my life would still remain in good balance because it can all work together? And ask for them to speak into my life about that. So I believe some of the best ways to come against a negative statement, a negative thought, trash talk is awareness, replacing with positive thoughts about who I am as an individual, a person, and the calling and the destiny I have. And then thirdly, maybe going to some trusted people in my life to run it by them so they could further encourage me or help me sift through what they believe is best for my life.